What up, world? It's your boy Jaystar back again with another video for you. We got the London Showdown early morning slate, man, with my Green Bay Packers, baby, traveling to London for the first time against the New York Giants. I believe they said this is the first game with two teams that are actually over 500 traveling to London for a game. Most of the time, they send weak teams and both teams usually suck or records are bad, of course, like that. They send that for the London game. So this is the first time we got two winning teams going into London. So let's get into this, man. This is going to be the full strategy here. So as I always do, I go over defensive schemes and things like that, and offensive schemes and how they should attack the defense. So that way we can get the best captains to flex options, to sleeper options and everything. So I know we got a lot of injuries here. Everybody's banged up, man, going for the Giant side. But let's get right into it. Green Bay runs a 3-4 defense. The Giants run a 4-3 defense, right? So should be, let's see. So I would say for the Giants side, they're going to need to attack the passing game, which is kind of, man, it's going to be crazy. With Daniel Jones looks like he's going to play, though, they saying, because they didn't add a new quarterback on their roster, even with Tyrod Taylor probably not being on the depth chart due to concussion. So Daniel Jones is going to need to establish some type of passing on here. But also they should be able to run the ball, even though if their receivers are, man, they're so banged up, man. Green Bay knows that they're just going to try to run, and the defense is always going to have the linebackers prepared. It's going to be so many people in the box basically preparing to stop the run. It's not like they still can't run. I mean, Green Bay, to me, like lately, I just been seeing people just running on us, like, goodness gracious. So Saquon Barkley on this side is still in play at captain to me because of that. Because I mean, with a banged up quarterback, who knows? They might be running and dumping the ball like crazy to Saquon. And I mean, I don't know how you just gonna stop that. Like, he ran 31 attempts, against Chicago, and still was able, like, the last time he ran even close to that much was right here against Carolina. But yeah, 31 attempts, dude. Like, he didn't even get targeted a lot. So I feel like, though, he should go back to having like maybe 4 to 7 targets maybe in this game. But definitely, if he's gonna run 31 attempts, I mean, Green Bay is giving about 20 points to running backs fantasy wise. I definitely think he can get 20 points fantasy. I mean, he's gonna be the whole offense, so definitely don't see us really completely stopping him. It'll be about trying to make sure he just doesn't get a touchdown, and I definitely think if they do score, it's more likely probably Saquon Barkley. So I gotta say he's definitely in play for captain in this game. I want to say if Wan'Dale Robinson plays, because it's looking like he could be returning for this game. I would say with the speed, he runs a 4.4 40. With the speed, man, and them putting him probably in the slot or something like that, I feel like he can definitely do well. I expect him to have freaking, if he plays, he's probably gonna have about 10 targets. He's very like good out in the open. So if they can just get him the ball in short distances, he can be gone for yards at their catch. And I can see him just coming across the field, man, on Green Bay, and like he'd be gone, man. He'd just be gone. Like, if he has any space, man, like, I feel like he's gonna be gone. So I like to say he's in play to be a captain, as long as he can play. If not, we got Richie James. He's gonna be targeted a lot, I feel like, too. Should go up to, way more targets than what he had in this game. Quarterback being hurt in the game, going all the way down to having Saquon playing quarterback. Like, that's why these targets are so low for this game, y'all. So definitely Richie James Jr. will be in play at captain over here. I would also say, I usually would probably say Daniel Jones is in play, but the fact that he hurt his ankle, man, and the way Green Bay was knocking out quarterbacks in the last game, man, I'll be kind of scared going to go play Green Bay Packers with that line, man. Just, they're getting in and sacking and then lighting up quarterbacks, man. Like, goodness gracious. So if they fall on his ankle, man, we could be seeing the backup here, and what's his name? Where is he at? Davis Webb, man. Because weird stuff happens in, like I tell you, in these London games, man. You just never know how they're going to go, man. There just be some weird stuff. I don't know, that time, change and stuff like that. I don't know what it is, but something in the air or something like that. But so I could see, freaking Daniel Jones maybe not making it through this game. I don't want to say that, but man, the way Green Bay knocked out Brian Hoyer, and then end up hitting the rookie quarterback that came in pretty hard too for a sack. and they just lucky, like he wasn't hurt too as well. So I'm just saying, like, gotta just mention that, man. It could be, playing on a bad ankle. They said he wasn't even supposed to enter back in the game, when he came back in, but come on, Tyrod Taylor got knocked out, and they didn't have nobody else on him, so they had to at least toss him out there. But he was coming in he wasn't even throwing. He came in to kind of hand off for runs and came in to line up at receiver. So he was pretty banged up. So I'm just want to just let y'all know, like, probably want to watch out for that, because if he doesn't play, man, it's probably going to be harder for some of these receivers to get off, even though they do have a backup. But like I said, so you could toss in some Davis Webb lineups, man. Who knows? Because, man, like, yeah, I wouldn't put too many, because, maybe Daniel Jones is good enough to go for sure and he doesn't get hurt. But, man, it could happen, though. That's all I'm saying, because these London games are crazy. But besides that, I want to say all in, like, flex players, too, as well. Like, these three are good flex plays. Also, I would throw in the tight end. Where's that? Bellinger here. Seems like they've been using him. Slayton could be in play too. I feel like if he plays, and gets activated and everything, because I think he should be activated. Yeah, like last game he at least played. He got 2 targets. Definitely would say he's in play. The DSV right here, definitely in play for his flex option there. Like I said, with Slayton, and I think that's about it. I want to say for all because of course we got Gano. Let's see. He's still kicking a lot, right? Yeah, Gano's big in play then. Look at these points he's been putting up. So definitely a good flex option. Probably also because of the fact they could be getting stopped a lot of times, in near distance of a field goal in this game, being that they are banged up. You could probably see a lot more field goals maybe than touchdowns from this side of the field. So I would definitely say Gano is big in play. Giants defense is, what are it like? 16 points last game against Chicago. Yeah, I don't really want to stay there and play. Really, I don't know. I just don't really see Rodgers having that hard of a time against them. I more think, like, with a team that's banged up like this, man, like, I feel like Rodgers might have the ball too many times to play the defense. Also, he could throw a pick six like he did last game, though. So you always got to say, like, it is in play still, But I just feel like Green Bay probably has the ball a lot of times in this game and is able to score to take down the defense somewhere. So I would rather have the kicker over him, over the defense at least. But as we move on to the other side here, so over here, since the Giants are playing, matter of fact, wait, let me make sure of this, because I'm kind of thinking I'm wrong about the defense here. I think I messed up here, y'all. I think the Giants do play a 3-4 defense, because, yeah, when they played the Cowboys, I knew this already. Yeah, so I'm tripping. Let me make sure, because I remember, when they played the Cowboys, I did know this. My bad, y'all. They play a 3-4 defense. So Rodgers going to need to pass the ball against them, and then, establish some passing, and then be able to set up the run from there. So as long as he's able to pass the ball, definitely got to put him at captain available. Aaron Jones is going to be in play because he's a pass catching back, and he's going to run. So definitely he's going to be a part of both things right there. So I definitely got to say he's going to be in play to be a captain option here. And then I want to say Allen Lazard caught some really good catches last game. Got over 100 yards. Wow, didn't even know that part. Did really good, man. So definitely it's in play to be a captain too there. I love Romeo Doubs. Just because they're moving him all around the field to get him the best matchups. And I'm loving the fact that I'm seeing consistent 8 targets. Like, that's really good to see for, a rookie receiver with Rodgers, man. Like, giving an opportunity to a rookie, man. He doesn't do that type of stuff. So, he must trust this guy, to give him 8 targets each time. So this could have been back-to-back 20-something fantasy games for him. If he didn't drop that big catch that he had, oh my God, we could have won the game in without going in OT. So really sucks he dropped it. He should have had both hands on the ball when he came down and not fumbled out the ball like that at the end. But if he would have caught that, we're talking about probably a 100-yard game for him. So you would have the 100-yard bonus there with an extra catch. So you would talk about 6 catches, man, with 100 yards, man. You're talking about over 26, something like fantasy or something like that. Like, he could have been a captain. So definitely is in play in this game, like I said, because Rodgers is going to need to establish the pass to open up the run game. I don't want to say Dylan is in play for captain. I do know he can get goal line opportunity work and stuff like that over Aaron Jones and things like that. But at captain, I kind of can see him just getting in there maybe one time. It really depends on how many times you think the Packers are going to get to the goal line or being filled, in the red zone and things like that over and over. if it happens way more than about 5 times in the game, then maybe Dylan could slide in there, But if not, I think he's definitely in play for just a flex play. So let's go through all the flex play options here. Lazard, Romeo Dobbs, Aaron Jones, all good plays there. AJ Dillon, like I said, is okay. I still I would rather have Aaron Jones in this game. I like Cobb. He's been catching a lot of good third downs, man. They said he's every third down catch he's got has gone for a first down, and he's caught every one of them, and even in overtime as well. So that was our first overtime game. So every third down catch, like Rodgers looking for him on third downs, and who knows, man. Look at these long, like I can't believe he still got it like this, man. He got the juice still, man. He's going for 40 yards, 20 yards, 24. It's really good, man. I mean, if ever one of these actually goes for a touchdown, he doesn't get caught. You're talking about 15 something fantasy points. So definitely is in play for the flex there. I love the Packers defense. The only thing I don't love about us is that I can see us getting the sacks for sure and everything, and maybe another fumble recovery. We've been having nice little fumble recoveries in the last 2 games. The only thing I don't like about our defense, we're not scoring, man. Like, we're a really good defense, but it's just that, man, like, where's the scores, yo? Like, I know I want to say Jair got knocked out of this game and then didn't play this game. Hopefully Jair is back for this game here because I think the pick 6 interception will be there if he's there. So I just feel like we need him back on the field, but we need to start scoring. Like, it's, when you're a good, really good defense, I don't like just being a good defense that's just stopping people. You know what I'm saying? And just getting sacks and stuff like that. And it's cool that you're getting turnovers, but it's like, come on, man, like, let's score. Like, let's really get a pick 6. Let's get a fumble recovery touchdown. Then it will be more in play. So that's the only reason why I love them, but it's just like at the same time I don't love them because of the fact they're not really scoring. We don't really kick that much, I would say. So Crosby, only one game over double digits. So yeah, it's not like a lot of time. And then also Crosby is a good kicker. Like, he comes through in the clutch and everything, but he's not one of those kickers that's kicking like 50-yard longs and stuff like that. So that's the reason why too, like, it's harder for him to get to, double digit points. So don't really want to say Crosby's in play at flex, but other receivers and definitely Tanyan, man. Definitely Tanyan. I like Tanyan. I want to say what? Oh, I thought he had way more targets than this, but I know he got the touchdown at least. So back to back, almost double digit fantasy points at least. Could get back to another at least 5 or so targets or something like that. But it's good to see they looked for him in the red zone in this game. So definitely I like that. Definitely I would say he got to be a flex option there. Also Christian Watson. I think I swore I said, like, he does these little, handoff, like, run plays and things like that. And I was just saying, like, last week or so, like, it's going to be one of these weeks where, the team sleeps on him and, he going to be gone. Because when you run a 4-2-8 or 4-3, 40, like, if you sleep on it and you miss it because, you think we're doing a run play and he comes across and we actually hand it to him, he could be gone, and depending on how far we are from the touchdown, we was only like 15 yards. So, he ran that all the way in for 15 yards for a touchdown. But he could be gone for a 40-yard run or something like that. But they do that play every game, at least about 2 times, I would say, to him. So he has 2 opportunities, I would say, a game to do that. I wish he would get more actual targets, though, to really put him in there. But hopefully, soon Rodgers does hit a deep bomb to him. He has the speed, man. So I always feel like he's going to be in play, for a bigger game than these 9 points. Like, I can see him getting the 18 fantasy points. So I would put him in there too as well. I don't think there's anybody else below that I like for our team. We don't really use anybody else. Yeah, we're not really using none of these other receivers. Degar is in, though. Like, we never know when they might just hand him the ball off. He plays fullback, so, and he kind of plays tight end a little bit too. So he's usually in play for, he's going to be in plays for the set, to be blocking and things like that. But he comes out of the backfield sometimes as a little sneaky option, and he could come out the backfield and get a touchdown. So definitely will have to say at $200 could be in play, man. If you need to go that low for a sleeper option or something like that. But yeah, besides that, like, it feels like the better options would probably be the Giant side because you got Bellinger down there, you got Slayton. Let's see, Hudson. I think he kind of snuck out. Oh yeah, so still getting target. Yeah, Hudson is in played in over there. I think they have the better, like, sleeper options, I would say, on this side of the field. Because, like, Amari Rodgers doesn't really play. Tyler Davis. Let's see. Yeah, I think that was Tampa Bay. Yeah, that was the last time I seen him sneak out. So he can't. I mean, man, I don't know. I don't think Tyler Davis, like, it was a tough defense here. I don't really see Rodgers having that tough of a time being able to pass to just the starter options that we have, So I would feel like those are the best plays that's already in there. I know this tight end Chris right here was in a couple of weeks ago. Yeah, so but like I said, most of the sleeper plays are probably on the Giant side here, especially since they're being so banged up over here. Like we wouldn't like the Packers wouldn't be able to prepare for basically anybody below I want to say like Bellinger basically because we probably seen what kind of plays they run for him since he's had 3 targets. We're reviewing film, we're seeing this, but we don't know what they would do for Slayton. We don't know what they would do for I want to say Hudson basically because 2 targets, 3 targets, really nothing, so those are the type of reasons why like a sleeper like those, people get deep catches or go for a touchdowns because the defense doesn't have much film on these players, so that's why I say they have the better side when it comes to that, and they actually going to probably use some of their weapons more than what we're going to use, but so definitely like I said, most of the plays. But as I say, like at the end of these videos, like I go through like how I tell y'all, when y'all do your showdowns, make a story up so that way y'all can build your lineups. And if I had to do a story to this game here, man, I almost want to take still Saquon at captain, man, just because of all the work he's probably going to get. This is like win or lose. I feel like Saquon probably could be captain in this game. Like, I don't know. I haven't been to, like, I know Packers have been giving up what? Let's see. For fantasy points at running back, 20 points fantasy. They're giving up about 31 total points to receivers. But if Saquon is both of those, then he can take part of the 31 points, like if he gets like the first game we sold, like I said right here, where is it at? 7 targets, even if he gets to 4 and 4, like that's still taking up some passing work, you know what I mean? And if he goes for 45 yards there, that's 8 points, you know what I mean? So that's really good. Like if he has 6 catches and went for only 45 yards, you talking about 10 points fantasy there. And then if he gets like near 100 yards or something like that and a touchdown, like it's gonna be mad fantasy points for Saquon. And I'm just trying to think like who on the Packers is gonna have that type of volume of work, man, and be able to get past Saquon Barkley if he gets to 26 fantasy. Like Rodgers, I don't even think what he had last game. Yeah, it hasn't even reached 20 fantasy. So, like, Aaron Jones definitely got there, I think game 2, right? Yeah, got past it. So, definitely, of course, Aaron Jones is definitely bigger, could be bigger in play because we could just get down the field more times than them. But it's just that the volume of work, it makes me think, like, a story to me is, like, Saquon still gets captain. Like I said, London games are weird. So, I'm like, even them, I can see them getting beat. What do I want to say, like 24-7 or 10 or something, you know what I mean? And still, I think Saquon could possibly be captain. Like, I would say though, in a storyline like that, Aaron Jones could still be in play here. I like Romeo Doubs, like I said. I feel like him dropping that big catch, he almost went for 2 touchdowns. So if he could possibly get there, I think I still want Rodgers here, but I can't even afford anything no more. So I probably can't get Rodgers here. Well, Rodgers ain't even putting up the fantasy points. So yeah, let's take out Rodgers there. And let's see. I would want the kicker for let's see, the kicker for the Giants, Gano. Definitely want him. Okay. Because I definitely see them kicking a lot. And then I would say Bellinger, I would probably like Bellinger in this situation here, just because I feel like with the pressure getting to Daniel Jones or whoever ends up being quarterback, you got to go to your safety next and Saquon Barkley or like Bellinger, right? So definitely this will be like where I'm at, and with 6,100, man, you could choose whoever you want from there, but this is kind of how I would see the game going. It sounds crazy because, like I say, I don't really care who really wins the game. Of course I care because I'm a Packer fan, but I'm saying like when I'm talking about making my showdown and trying to win, you know what I mean? And I could see though Saquon might have that much volume, y'all, that he still is captain, man, like over everybody. Because on the Green Bay side, it's probably gonna be a little bit more spread out. You know what I mean? So far lately, when I've seen the games, like we're running, but we're running with 2 different backs compared to the Saquon's gonna be the only back. Of course, we're throwing to to receivers, and we have about 3 or so, I would say, to 4 receivers, over here that we're spreading out to. But most of the targets going to Romeo and Lazard at least. Also, another catching option is Tanya, though. So it's way more spread out. Over here, it's not. You know what I'm saying? Like Saquon's gonna be big in play for that too. Richie James, you got him, Wandell. Like I don't like over here. It's a lot more funneled, like it's funneled to these few receivers and things like that. So I would probably rather have, one of them in this lineup too as well. You know what I mean? But Bellinger, at tight end, I feel like he can come out. He's going to be, if they're getting pressure like that, they're going to have to dump it off, into the quickest thing they see or the biggest target they see. And it's going to be like Saquon and Bellinger. So something like this could, be a possible lineup that can win it all, for this showdown, man. But good luck to all y'all, man, out there. Hope y'all win big, for this weekend period, man. But definitely if y'all can win big early in the morning, man. This London game, man, 100,000 on the line, man. A good way to start your morning out for week 5, man. But it's your boy Jaystar. Just want to say thank you all for the likes, comments, subscribers, and I'm out, y'all. Peace.